As I get on the white coach bus that says Holt on the side of it, I can start to feel the butterflies kick in. Although I'm not playing in the game, I've mentally put on my gear and hit the fresh frozen water, ice, in the biggest game of my life. Although those moments have always been in the basement playing shinny hockey or on the street playing street hockey, I've lived and dreamed of this game for as long as I can remember. Up until 4 years ago, my dad has been the varsity hockey coach, and he was the coach for 16 years. He got the elementary principal job, and he had to choose between coach and teaching or to be a principal, and he chose to be a principal. In those 16 years of coaching, he had many awards, and he was the state coach of the year, a Section 3 coach of the year 4 times, and 3 times state participant. And there was one year that was really special to me. And the end of February and beginning of March of 2016 was a time that I was at my best. I was in 5th grade and adored all the hockey players on the team. I had David Risenen, Jared Pedersen, and Brant Pedersen, and Jared and David were both seniors while Brant was only a freshman. Every player had a special spot in my heart, but those 3 stood out the most. I had just entered my 2nd year of squirt hockey, and we were really successful. All my buddies, Caden, Cal, Connor, and Regan, and I all wanted to be just like the varsity guys, and we did everything that they did. When we would go to tournaments, we were really successful, and we loved playing shinny hockey and messing around in the hotels. My brother Ty was not able to be on the team, but he was always with us, and we expected him to be with us at all times. And he was known as the stick guy because he knew whose stick was who. As the season went on, so did the varsities. The next couple weeks flew by, and soon it was playoff time. In our section, we got the 2 seed, meaning we got home ice advantage in the first round. In the first round of playoffs, we played the Marshall Tigers, and we had beaten them in the regular season, but we knew they were going to be tough. The game was tied 5-5 until the last 1.8 seconds left when Jared scored on a breakaway to go up 6-5. In the semifinals, it was against the Hutch Tigers at Gus Davis. And we knew Hutch was good. They had good goaltending, and they had a few guys that could really score. We were up 5-1 after the second period, and Hutch kind of put some momentum toward them, but they could only get to 5-4, and we won. The next couple of days were practices, and the boys had a buzz going around practice that was, you could tell the energy was excited, and the team was prepared, and they had faith that they could win. So on that Wednesday, getting on the bus, I could feel the nervousness from the players. I normally did not ride the bus to away games, but for playoffs, it was an exception. When we got to the arena, it soon started to fill up. All the bands and the student sections started to get loud, and the band players started to play their instruments. The players took the ice, and I took my seat. The starting lineups took place, and the game began. I was at my best at the hockey rink. The first period went by really quickly, and we were up 3-2. They had their high-powered offense led by their gopher commit, Jackson Nelson, who already had 2 goals and did not look like he was going to slow down. In the second period, Laverne took a couple penalties, and we had scored on the power plays, and so by the end of the second period, it was 5-4. In the third period, we had the momentum going, but we knew that Laverne had good offense, so they were going to score. In the first 8 minutes of the third period, they had scored to tie the game 5-5. It was Jackson Nelson's 3rd goal and his hat trick. 2 minutes later, Chaz Smezrud, his line mate, came down and scored on a shot from the top of the circle to go up 6-5 for Laverne. It was now crunch time, and we were desperate. With 6 minutes to go, we had many opportunities, and we had shots towards the net, but we couldn't get past their goalie. So with 2 minutes left, we called a timeout, and we pulled our goalie. My dad had said in the huddle that the boys all had belief that they could score, and they knew they could. So off the offensive zone face-off, Jared won it, got it back to the defenseman. It was shot, but it landed right on Jared's stick, and he shot, and he scored. Tied the game 6-6 with a minute left. So now it was overtime. We knew that overtime was going to be excited, and I could not watch at all. I sat in my seat, and I had my head in my hands the whole time. In overtime, Laverne took a penalty right away, and so we were on the power play. We put our big guys out there, and so did they. And so we had an offensive zone face-off when we won the draw, and it was shot back to Ben Hugo, who took a shot, and there was a scrum in front of the net, and the puck was just laying there, and somehow squirted back out to him, and he shot, and he scored. We had won the game and just clinched our ticket to the state tournament. While being in 5th grade and winning the section championship was one of the best experiences of my life, I'm truly grateful for all the opportunities that I've gotten from the best year of my life. I'm Braden Olson, and this is the time that I was at my best.